Hi guys, I'm Kieran, you're you, and welcome to episode 2 of the Wednesday Weekly on YouTube. This episode is 5 things you can do in Grand Theft Auto 5 but shouldn't in real life. Now let me say, Grand Theft Auto is one of the most complete games I think I've ever played. It's got a great soundtrack, although I only ever listened to 2 radio stations. It's got a massive map that you can explore in almost any vehicle that appears in front of you. So it truly is great. I don't think it's perfect, but what is these days? So let's crack on, shall we, with point number 1. The first thing you shouldn't do in real life, but you can do in Grand Theft Auto, is stealing cars. Not just cars, but planes, bikes, helicopters. You get the point. If you do this in real life, you will be arrested. And you're stealing something that somebody has saved up a lot of money for and has paid that money for, enjoys, and you're just going to bring them nothing but misery and despair and just pure agony, and they're going to cost them even more money. And what are you even doing it for? I don't understand. But you can do it in Grand Theft Auto. You can even rip people out of their cars and then drive off with it. You might get a wanted level most of the time you do. But it's something you can do if you really want that car and you can't be bothered to drive around the map for hours and hours and hours on the off chance that it might just appear for you. So nick it instead. I'll admit I've done it a few times because it's a video game, it's not real, there aren't any consequences. Good times, right? Number 2, killing people. If you need me to explain why you shouldn't kill people in real life, then I'm not sure you should be out on the streets and watching these videos at your own free will. But in a video game, it's perfectly fine. Apparently you get the wanted level, and if you kill enough people, the police will shoot you themselves, because killing people who kill makes the world go round. Right? Doesn't it? Anyway, in games, you might do it by accident sometimes. You drift around a corner in G.T.A. and there's someone standing on the path, and your car just clips them, and then they don't get back up, and you kind of get out to your character. It looks like they're making sure they're okay. And then you accidentally collect the money that they've dropped, and then you get in the car and speed off again. Do not kill people in real life. It is very, very wrong. You will go to prison for the rest of your life for doing it. Don't do it. Point number 3. Point number 3 is driving at stupidly high speed on either side of the road. You cannot speed on the roads in real life. I don't know about any other countries, I imagine they've got them, but here in England we have speed cameras. They catch you, they send you a ticket, you get points on your license, and you get a fine as well. Really fun times, right guys? I have a nice clean license. I drive at the speed limit. Not just to say, if the option was there, I might be tempted to give it a go, but it's not, so I don't. In video games, however, you can keep your character's foot firmly on the floor and go as fast as you like, and then when you smash into something, your character, because in video games they don't wear seatbelts. What are seatbelts? Seatbelts? What? Goes flying out the windscreen, and it is quite fun to watch and see happen to them. It's a great way to test the ragdoll physics, as they're called on video games, to see what happens when the character lands. Grand Theft Autos are quite funny, actually. And you can do this on either side of the road. If you drive on the wrong side of the road here in real life in England, the police will undoubtedly be called. They'll pull you over, and they'll probably ask you if you've been drinking or taking anything before getting in the car. It's really not worth the hassle. Just stick to the speed limit and stay on the right side of the road. We're going to move on to point number 4. Point number 4 is blowing things up. Now, in real life, like killing people, this is something that shouldn't be done. Although, unless you're in the armed forces, because they blow stuff up, or the bomb disposal squad, because they get to blow bombs up, and it sounds really fun, actually. But generally, you or I, us, civilians, the normal people, aren't really allowed to blow stuff up in any kind of capacity. Scientists can blow stuff up because, science. But we're not allowed to, and I'm okay with that, to be honest with you. I don't really feel the need to blow anything up in real life. You kind of joke at school, I wish we could blow the science lab up, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, because then we wouldn't have to come into school. But generally, no. Video games, however, you can go sorry, not just video games, but Grand Theft Auto is what we're talking about here. I'll try and keep it on topic, I promise. Grand Theft Auto, however, you can walk into Ammunition, the gun shop, and buy grenades, and rocket launchers, and then you can go outside and throw those grenades and fire those rockets, anything that takes your fancy: cars, buildings, planes, trees, people, animals, houses. What's really fun to do is get a rocket launcher, play as, say, Franklin, go to Michael's house, fire the rockets at Michael's house, and either text or call you and tell you to stop firing rockets at his house. And then play I Did It as Michael, go to Franklin's house and do the same, and he'll ask you to stop firing rockets in his house in his gangster kind of way. Like, I think dog was in the message somewhere. I've never used the term dog, but there you go, D-A-W-G, not dog as in your pet. Anyway, do not blow stuff in real life, keep it into Grand Theft Auto, because, you know, it's good fun, and again, no real world consequences, apart from maybe your eyesight might get a bit damaged. You'll get controller hand if you play it for too long. Moving on to point number 5, the last one on the list, is not eating or drinking. In Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you could take CJ to the Clucking Bell, or is it Burger Shot, and you can make him eat, and you can eat until he's ill. Literally, you can make him be sick from eating too much. Grand Theft Auto 5, when we get to it, you can drink whiskey or that health drink in Michael's house, which looks horrible because it's like green and no. But there's no kind of option to go and eat something anywhere. And the characters, they never reference this, they never mention it. They never, oh, I'm really hungry, I could do with a snack. They don't do any of that. And yet they're still fine, they can still go running, and, you know, you can make Michael do the triathlon without eating anything, which I find just weird. How? Put the eating back in, make it, if you're trying to make games real, make them need food and drink to survive. It's just a natural human thing, and these are meant to be human characters after all. Come on, Rockstar, bring the food back. I like making characters throw up, because it's funny, especially when they do it on the counter, and you've got the cashier, the server going, oh, that's horrible, don't do that. Or something similar. It's been a long time since I played San Andreas. Anyway, guys, those are 5 things you can do in Grand Theft Auto 5 that you shouldn't do in real life. Please, please, please don't do them, because I am washing my hands of all responsibility for anything you guys do. This is just showing you can do it in the game. I've asked you not to do it in real life. Please don't. But do please like the video, leave a comment to start a discussion, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future episodes, and check out the blog. I'll put the link in the description. Until episode 3, I'll see you later.